We're back for another round at the wilderness shelter. Probably going to finalize gathering some wood to make a floor on the little mini wood shelter there, and we're going to start fixing up the main shelter. So thanks a lot for joining us, folks. It's going to be a short little fun day. One thing that kind of surprised us on the way in, there's hundreds of mushrooms on the side of the trail. I'm sure they're all over the place, so we'll show you guys a little boring mushroom montage, but I hope you guys enjoy it nonetheless. They're pretty neat. So thanks again for joining us, folks, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. And Sandra's here too.
I'm here.
Okay, so my job today, I'm going to build up a little bed there to keep our firewood raised off the ground. I'm going to wait to fill out those corners for another day, but I'm going to go out and head out and get some logs right now. What are you doing?
My job today is to clear out the bed and all the ants' nests that are in there.
That's true. Have fun. It's a little bit cool today. It's been raining a lot lately, so I'm gonna go into this mess here to try to find the logs I need. As you can see, finding some dead wood, still no issue. So I'm gonna gather what I can. I'm gonna try to make sure that it's not rotten, but something that's easy to work with, and start collecting. Hopefully I don't get soaked. So trim off what I can while it's still standing, makes it easier for later. Move my axe, try to fell it that way. Oh, might not be too bad. The core isn't rotten, but the outside of the bottom here flaked off pretty good. But here, it's nice and hard, so maybe if I trim it here, we'll be alright. Guess I didn't need to make that V that wide.
Okay, so my job today is to take out the bed. Like Mike mentioned in the last video, I believe, we think we might have sort of like an ant's nest or problem in here. We haven't seen any in the last few weeks that we've been around, but when we first started coming in the fall, they were around our fire pit and we took care of that. But we've noticed that they've put down a lot of pine needles and stuff in the corners of the shelter. So today I'm going to take out the bed, and I brought my shovel. I'm going to clean all that out, and we'll put the bed down again, and hopefully we'll be good to spend a few nights in here this winter. Another thing I've noticed also is I think our shelter must be very inviting, because there's all these pine cones in here that I think the squirrel's been coming in and sitting and chewing away from the rain, so he stays dry. So I'm also going to take care of those. Okay, so this is the stuff that I'm cleaning out today that I suspect, well, I don't suspect, I know all the ants brought in. So this wasn't our doing. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. I just have to clean that out. I don't see, there's no ants in here. It's late in the season now, so it's probably a good insulator, but I don't want to leave it in there because if I do, they're probably going to come back and keep building on their nest next summer.
Whew. How's it going here?
Oh, not bad.
Huh?
Got the bed out.
Nice.
And I've revealed our big mess.
Oh my god.
Like,
wow.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's a good thing we took that out. We're probably gonna have to take that log out too. Wow.
Yeah, to see if they're in there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know it's kind of chilly, but I'm overheating. I'm gonna have to take some layers off. Moss is crazy.
Yeah,
Can't
I
believe
know.
there's still moss there.
It's green. That's the weird part. It's so dry in here.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess it's keeping its own humidity.
yeah. There's even like plants that came up. Like, oh, jeez, that scared me.
So Sandra's taken about 5 or 6 shovels full. That's pretty stunning how much litter they've brought in here. I'm going to take this one out, if I can. Nothing's really come out. Maybe we'll give her another scrape before we put her back in. She's a bit rotten down here, so we'll scrape out the rotten part, and I think we should be able to reuse it. So I hope this is in focus, everyone. I'll give it a second. Maybe Center can go check. You can see it's, I'm sure they didn't have all those holes before, so perhaps we have an entire colony living in here. I'm not sure. Although this may be their summer vacation spot. They're more than likely underground. At this end here, you can see there's no holes there. So, yeah, we might have to replace this one with a totally different one. No.
Firewood.
Firewood, yeah. More work to do.
Yep.
I'm trying not to make the same measuring mistakes I always make.
Measure twice, cut once.
Yeah, I did last time. Still didn't work.
So we have some needles on this side too. It's not as bad as the other side. I don't think that they're all from ants though. I think they're from the door that we had made up with some fir boughs that have fallen over time this spring and summer. So I'm going to take this log out and I'm going to clean this side too, and hopefully that takes care of our problem.
So instead of making a full fire, this time we decided to take out the Überleben twig stove. So I'm going to put it together, gather a few twigs, and that's what we're going to cook our meal on. There you go. Some assembly required, but it's really not that hard. It's not the cleanest job, but... This was my Christmas gift. Probably 2 years ago now from Sandra. Maybe it was last year. Is it bad that I don't remember when she got me this? Here you go. Okay, so I've been processing this long, skinny tree to have sticks for the Überleben stove. This time I decided to measure it, make sure it fits nice and snug. So we'll give that a try, see if it works out. While I am doing this, I figure I'd take the opportunity to do something I don't often do. Just have a little heart-to-heart with the camera. I apologize if it gets a little bit weird and awkward, because I feel a little bit weird and awkward doing it, but nonetheless. A few people have asked if we had a mailing address to send some items in. And I am going to be setting up a P.O. box, and I'll be adding it to the descriptions of our videos. With that being said, this is not a request for people to send items to us. Just the fact that you guys are watching, subscribing, putting comments on there, it means the world to us. I respond to almost 95% of the comments, I would say, and so, but that being said, you guys want to share with us, and I'm not going to refuse the offer. I don't know how to say it without making it sound like I don't want items. And saying that that I do want items. This is not a request to have items sent out to us, but we do want to share with our viewers. It's incredibly appreciated. Like I said, I'll be setting up that mailing address. It's up to you. Please do not feel like you need to send anything. Just like I said, just commenting and talking with us on the videos and watching. It's appreciated beyond what you guys could imagine. I really didn't think that we would have over 13,000 viewers. It's been a pleasure. It's so much fun. We're doing trips that we would do on our own. We used to do things similar to this. We didn't have a bushcraft build, but we were always out in the woods. We just and I always film it, and I never put it onto YouTube or anything like that. We just watch it ourselves. So I figured, well, I'll put it out there just in case somebody might be entertained by it. And it's been beyond anything I expected. I really, really appreciate it. We have comments from around the globe. It blows my mind. I'm just a guy from a small town in eastern Canada, and just having you guys watching our videos, I can't thank you guys enough. So thanks again. Sorry if it got weird and awkward. It's who I am. So we started working on this little bushcraft shelter build in October of last year. We pretty much started cutting our first trees about a year ago now. And Sandra has peeled a ton of trees. And a few people for the longest time made comments about getting her a better tool to do it instead of using a hatchet. So eventually I smartened up and I ordered this draw knife. Think she's been happy with it?
Yeah. Wish I would have had that last year when we started.
So we may have had this this draw blade for maybe 1 or 2 videos, and we received an email, and I'm gonna let Sandra tell you guys about it.
Yeah, so I received an email from my uncle who's been watching our videos, and he said that my grandfather, he remembered, used to have one, and that it was probably at his old house somewhere in the garage or whatever. And because he was a carpenter, and apparently he used to, one of the things he did was peel logs. So I was down in my hometown this weekend, and they had found it for me. So I have it this weekend. I'm going to try it out. It's different than the one that Mike gave me. This one here, the blade is not the whole length. It's only like a shorter one, but it's got a curve in it. So I think that maybe this curve would work well on the tree because it would cover more of the surface, I guess. So I'm going to try this out and see how it works. This is kind of an easy one because all the bark's coming off easy. It's not some of the worst ones that I've had, but it works real well. Maybe I should flip it around with the other one.
Try it out with one with a bit more bark stuck on it. See how that works out.
It works just as good. I gotta get used to it though because I'm used to the old one now.
Pretty neat though, you're using a tool that your grandfather used.
Yeah, this is a very old tool.
Nice. Smells okay?
I don't know, I smell smoke from the fire. Probably, you could probably smell it more than me. I think it's going your way.
It smells pretty good.
think that's going to be a good meal.
Oh yeah, looking forward to it. Didn't get too much done today. A few things here and there. Glad we got that cleared out. The back is all cleaned out.
Yes.
It's awesome. Got one pole left to put in the back of the woodshed, so that'll be the bed done. And hopefully before we leave we'll have time to brace that wall over there.
That shouldn't take long though.
Hopefully not. So sorry again, we got here a little bit late. It's Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada, so it was a late start to the day here today, but thanks so much for watching. I might be adding some clips at the end of this video from a previous fishing trip I took with my brother. There wasn't enough there to make a full video, but there were a couple of highlights and some funny moments that might be worth a laugh. So you know, feel free to stick around if you like. It's just my brother and I on a little boating trip catching some bass. So the Uber leaving Twix stove seems to be doing the job. The meal seems to be cooking fairly evenly. Sandra, what do you think?
Yep, looks great.
Yeah?
Yep, smells good, cooking good.
It does smell really good.
Almost ready.
And you're right, the vegetables, the peppers and onions seem to be pretty well
Yeah, they're coming.
perfect. Okay, so our meat and vegetables are almost done for our pizza toppings. We're just going to have some wraps, cheese, and some pizza sauce. After we have our supper, we'll catch up with you guys then. Ooh, putting it right in. Nice. Warm pizza sauce.
Heat it up.
Awesome. So, this is going to be so good. But we still got a few things to do around camp. And then we're probably going to be hiking out in the darkness. But that's no big deal. We're kind of used to that. So, I hope you guys don't mind, but we're going to eat now.
Yep. I think we need more pizza sauce.
Needs more pizza sauce?
I don't know. What do you
Needs
think?
more pizza sauce. Emergency pizza sauce.
What do you think?
More pizza sauce.
You're not really. You're okay. Well, that's enough.
That's enough pizza sauce?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, may have filled it up too much.
You got greedy.
I got greedy. Well, I am hungry.
Yeah, but there's more wraps.
There are more wraps there. Oop. Ah, oh no. Yeah, it's all falling apart.
That's what happens.
Yeah, when you get greedy. Oh man, I've messed it up. Messed it up, folks. I got burning pepperoni on my fingers.
Gross. Bet you my cheese is all melted because I've
Probably.
been waiting for you. Mm.
Is it moving? Still moving?
Yeah, but you're almost on the tree there. Okay, you're on the tree. You're on the tree, but the other pole hasn't set, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna shove quite hard here.
Yeah, I just wanted to unhook the corner of the shelter, the corner of the roof.
Okay. And if you want to pull on that top end,
Pull what?
the log.
What?
Yeah,
What am I doing?
pulling that way. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's coming together. Coming together. Hey Sandra, I'm gonna pass this over to you. I'm gonna pass me the end.
You hit me in the head.
Sorry.
Where, in there?
Over here. Thank you.
Wonder what we could do to stop that log from sliding back.
Well, that's what I'm doing right now.
You know, no, the log that you hit with the hammer.
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
I have an idea. We can't do it today though. it a little bit.
Ow.
That's why I put my glove on.
A quick tour. We've cinched this up, straightened out the wall quite a bit, cleaned out the bed. We've put our firewood back in there just to keep it nice and dry, even though we have a woodshed. We're gonna keep it there for now. These are our bed poles. Sandra lined them up in same order they came out of. Words are hard.
Front to back.
Front to back.
Oh, front to back.
What?
That's the front. This is the back.
Really?
Yep. Because I was putting them far away.
Okay. So anyway, and okay, so as well, we pretty much finished the floor in here. This will keep our firewood off the ground. I might put an extra row in between the first two and the rear two just to offer it a bit of extra support. But that is pretty much wrapped up, and looking forward to having that filled up. On top of all that, we also had pizza.
Yes. Good pizza.
That was really good. So a little bit of a short video. Apologize for that, folks, but we're gonna try to make it up for you soon. We have plans for at least an overnight or maybe more. We'll see how it goes. Also, if you're interested, stay tuned. At the end of the video, I'm going to add some footage from a little fishing trip I took with my brother. We had a really fun time, but not enough for, I didn't film I didn't film a lot, so we didn't have enough for a full video. But there are some funny moments out there. You guys might enjoy it. Feel free to skip it. But thanks again for joining us, folks. It's so appreciated. Thanks again, Sandra.
Thank
and we'll
you.
see you guys next time. Take care.
Bye-bye. It's nice to be appreciated.
Stupid o'clock in the morning. We're here at our favorite lake here at Spednick Lake. We came in late last night, set up camp in the dark on shore, and my brother's on his way now, bringing over the boat. We're going to be heading out for another overnight on one of the islands. He's got a little John boat, I believe that's what they call it. It's a little tiny boat, but got a motor on it. We're going to go and do some fishing, see if we can catch some bass. I hope you guys enjoy. Whose idea was it to get up so early? Oh, come on now. Oh, it's a nice one. Oh, it's really nice. Really nice. It's nice. Look at that one. Oh, it came off. Oh, that's a good one. Beautiful colors, eh? Mm-hmm. And so we've been traveling on the water for a bit, and we found this little sheltered cove, gets it a little bit out of the wind. Paul just threw his first cast using a whopper plopper, and sure enough, caught a really nice smallmouth. So it's a pretty good start. Hopefully, promises a lot more.
Worked good. See if you can get another.
Oh, I got one.
Oh, there you go. I think you got the spot.
Little guy, but
Huh?
little guy, but he's
Feisty. Oh yeah.
well, he's not that bad actually. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was that. Give you.
Holy
Yeah.
really nice.
Holy crap! Not a bad start. Not bad at all.
Very nice.
Phew. Let you go.
Not bad fish.
Oh, no. Look at that. Oh. Not bad. Paul's got 5. This is my 4th. Not a bad one. Buddy. Oh no! No! No, no. Sorry, man. Yeah. I gotta be more aware of my surroundings. I'm really sorry. Oh no! No!
Yeah, hard time holding me. Feisty.
Feisty little bleep?
Yeah. Oh, you're still on?
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, he's a big guy. Oh, man, what a trip. Oh, he's jumping. Beauty. Beauty. Oh, I lost. No. Oh. Darn it. No. It was a good fish.
98.
Yeah?
Got one. Got one. We got a double.
Hit pretty hard.
Yeah. I just caught one at the exact same time, but the battery died. Oh. 10-9. Big. Be big.
Keep the rod tips below so you won't jump.
I want him to jump.
If he jumps, you might lose him.
What if I lose him? I lose him. Oh, big feller. He's a big feller, boy. He's a big one.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's whoa.
Holy shit. Oh,
Come on.
nice.
Woo!
That is a good.
Oh my god, look at the size of this guy! Holy crap! Alright, settle down, settle down. Oh, I thought I had the bottom. This is the biggest bass I've ever caught. Not bad.
Oh yeah, that's nice.